That council approved the 2017 operating budget with total revenues of $5,388,010 and expenses of $8,322,316, which includes amortization of $1,993,156 and an operating deficit of $2,934,306, excluding the amortization expenses.
Are we at 100% amortization when you're doing your calculations, or are you at a kind of a percentage, or do you know?
We don't know from year to year. Amortizations are always an estimate because, like right now, when we finish off the financial statements for 2016, I will know for sure what they will be right now for this year if we don't make any changes. Anything that we sell, anything that we improve, any additions to assets will change that amortization number again.
In this budget that you have placed an amortization amount, is that at 100% or is that at 80% or is that at 50%?
It depends on the department. Some departments it's only at 10%, other departments it's 70%, and of course you can't really count the one for gas because the assets are really old and the amortization is almost nothing, but as I put in the notes, and Vern has commented, that we need to increase that higher than the amortization because the amortization is nothing if the assets are so old.
Okay, all right.
So it varies from department to department, so I can't really answer your question.
But it's 100% of the amortization that we have to do by law for accounting for it, right? Like
correct.
We depreciate things at different rates.
Yes.
But we are accounting for all of the amortization that we need to legally.
Yes.
I don't know if that's
yeah. Okay. All right then. Any other questions regarding this motion? All in favor? So the 2017 budget is passed. Operating. Refresh me on what happened with the capital. We passed it last time.
Capital, you passed the 7 first items that were on the list so that I could go ahead and apply for grants and etc. In the meantime, item number 8 and 9, I was able to put into the budget for applying for grants. Whoa. I did that without council permission, so I'm sure you guys will be minded. What happens is that in the process of doing the audit, which the auditor will mention tomorrow night, it seems that there
Just
was a
hang
grant.
on. Just hang on.
Sorry, I just wanted to make sure I had the right copy of the capital budget.
I don't have that.
So we don't have a copy of the capital?
No.
No, this was just a one-off question. Sorry.
What happens when the auditor and I were working on the 2016 audit, we came across some numbers that still weren't jiving from last year. With some research that was done, the auditor and I found out that there was 2 grants given to the town, special grants that were given to the town in 2014. 2014, one for $500,000 for the resource road, one for $1.2 million for lift station number 4. Those were special grants. However, because of the change in treasurers over the years, the one that knew about the grant did not write it down anywhere, did not have a file open, did not have anything identifying this grant, and so it got thrown into the bank account with all the other monies, and it was never identified. So then the new treasurer came in, didn't know that, filled out the grants for MSI money to be used, and used MSI money to pay for this. So that money, for that $1.2 million, was still sitting in that savings account. So I went and spoke to MSI. I found all the documents from, there was very few, there was only 1 or 2 special letters that were written by the Minister of Transportation, a different department, that these are what they call Capital Emergent Project Program. It's a grant that they don't advertise, it's not known about, it's only for emergency type situations, and so there's no reporting really required, so they didn't know that we hadn't spent the money. So we straightened it out, we took the money out of the special grant to pay it, replaced the $1.2 million to MSI. MSI then I had to fill out the forms, revise the forms for 2014, 2015, and 2016, and they're in the process of being revised right now. but it looks like we will have 1.2 million more available in MSI funds. Not extra cash in our bank account, because that money was sitting in our savings account through a different grant, but we will have 1.2 million more in MSI funds to spend, which will account for the 2 new projects that Vern wanted doing in 2017. However, because of the time constraints, he may not be able to get them done this year, so I'm putting in the grant application that will be done in 2017 or 2018, and so you can still spend it that way. I've put in the applications for those 2 projects. I will need your permission tomorrow night. I'll make sure you guys do a thing for those 2 projects for me to have put in the application, and everything should be straightened out.
1.2, and the 500,000 also?
500,000 was spent the way it's supposed to be. It came out of our reserves, so that one's easy to replace. It wasn't MSI funding that was used for that.
Ah, okay.
So it's the reserves that it got affected there, not the grant.
Councillor Gilroy?
And this is probably open to anyone in admin. Any idea what's happening with our commitment to the county on the airport runway?
100,000?
Yeah.
Is that in the capital, the 100,000?
At the present time, no, because we were not sure yet, and the capital was not finalized anyways, so it wasn't put into there, but I can definitely add it if you like.
I just want to know what's happened with it. So, have they got their?
Do we know if they received their
We don't know that.
the grant yet? Okay.
They did mention it at intermunicipal, so they probably did.
Well, they did.
Could you put your mic on?
They did mention it, but it's still ongoing because they're the contacts out for the business side of the investment. Like they're looking for outside business to invest into the capital, into the project.
Okay.
Because that was one of the stipulations of the overall funding for the extension, right?
So they've got the money if they get that third party to
Correct.
to come in.
But
So
they're
the
still
money
waiting
is there,
for
but
contacts.
They have to get that.
They have to get that first, and that's a stumbling block right now. So,
Okay.
and they should know by Wednesday. I think their meeting is Wednesday, right? They were going to update council then, so we'll know after Wednesday-ish on how that's going forward.
And there is an airport meeting today, so
Today
we'll
at
hear
4.
more about it from the airport committee too. But
Yeah.
Okay. Treasurer?
I do have a request. I do have a request of council. I know that you guys had only approved 0.7 increase in COLA, but because of the fact that we were able to pass the budget with the same numbers as last year, I would still like council to reconsider increasing that.
Unfortunately, the motion has no new information other than that you have requested. But there's been no change in the circumstances as required for a motion to be revisited. At this time, if any of the councillors can come up with more information or a different slant or whatever, they're more than welcome to bring forward the RFD to revisit this. So, councillors. Councillors, I leave it in your hands to recognize that the hard work of the administration, that they have achieved what we asked for, and in this budget there is that 2% that was allocated for COLA. If you choose to bring forward a RFD, I'm certainly sure that it will be discussed at a council meeting. So thank you for bringing it back to our attention, and I leave it in the councillors' hands to decide what they want to do.
Can I just ask for clarity on that? So the 2% still in the budget, but I thought we were told that 2% stayed in the budget because overtime and a few other things weren't taken into consideration.
I changed the numbers somewhat from the previous one, and I juggled, and it's possible if council were to approve it.
All right then. I believe that's it then. We have finished our business for today, and we will adjourn at 10:10. Thank you very much, Treasurer. Thank